All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Got a whole bunch of really good crypto news stuff for you. In case you've been living under a rock, $39,000 Bitcoin. So prices have reversed. And this is the reason why we've got a whole bunch of great news coming out. Some of it's sort of speculative, but as long as it's raising prices, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is Amazon to integrate Bitcoin payments and launch its own token by 2022, Insider confirmed. So, during my last live stream on Friday, we were talking about this news, and so Amazon is hiring a digital currency and blockchain product lead. Now, this doesn't necessarily say here about Bitcoin or any specific cryptocurrency. It just says you leverage your domain expertise in blockchain, distributed ledger, central bank digital currencies, and crypto to develop the case for capabilities which should be developed, drive overall vision and product strategy, gain leadership buy-in and investment for new capabilities. So basically Amazon wants to start accepting Bitcoin payments or some kind of crypto. So are they going to make their own crypto, or are they going to accept Bitcoin directly, or are they going to use BitPay, which accepts Bitcoin on behalf of corporations and then sort of liquidates that crypto and sends them fiat money? We don't really know, but there's some qualifications and the preferred qualifications, etc. But most of this is just corporate jargon, such as partner effectively with other leaders in product design, marketing, engineering, science, and business intelligence to influence priorities and drive alignment. The usual corporate jargon that really doesn't mean too much, or at least not give away too much. So, in a bunch of articles spewing out from the internet space, raising the price of cryptocurrency, the rumors that Amazon might be dabbing into Bitcoin and crypto payments are strengthening. The e-commerce titan is looking for a digital currency and blockchain product lead. As Bitcoinist reported, Amazon wants someone with the capacity to innovate within the payments and financial system. So, again, it's pretty vague, but it does appear that they're trying to get into crypto in some way, shape, or form. Now, if it were up to me, I think what this is going to be is probably their own token that they'll use, almost like maybe like Libra, where Facebook was trying to develop their token within a bunch of different corporations, and you would be able to buy it and then spend it with those corporations and then also be able to cash it out. Because accepting Bitcoin from Amazon is just something that it doesn't really happen too often, like companies directly accepting Bitcoin. Now, Tesla did it for a little bit, some other companies do it, but most of them end up using BitPay, which is sort of a middleman that sort of weaseled its way into peer-to-peer cryptocurrency payments. And when you buy using that method, you end up sending your Bitcoin to BitPay and not Amazon, and then BitPay sort of liquidates it and then sends the fiat money to the vendor. But it is quickly rising prices back to at least close to where we were before Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin and the Chinese mining ban. In collaboration with other departments, the crypto product lead would need to use their experience with Bitcoin, blockchain, and distributed ledger technology, as well as central bank digital currencies to create a strategy and vision. So clearly they're trying to get ready for some kind of digital bank cryptocurrency, some kind of digital euro or dollar as well in the future. Now, that might not necessarily be anytime soon, but they're trying to get ready for it, which I feel like in the future that is definitely going to be a thing. Not that I appreciate that sort of thing, but it's definitely coming sooner or later. Thus, Amazon would gain leadership buy-in for these capabilities. According to the news website, an insider has confirmed that Amazon is definitely looking to launch Bitcoin and crypto payments by the end of the current year. In addition, the e-commerce giant could launch its own token by 2022. So again, by the end of the year. So by 2022, does that mean this year or in the beginning of next year? So we don't really know just yet. So Bitcoin key for crypto payments. Will they integrate ADA and Ethereum? The insider added the project has the approval from the very top, Amazon's executive chairman and founder, Jeff Bezos himself. He says it begins with Bitcoin, This is the first key stage of this crypto project, and the directive is coming from the very top. The project is pretty much ready to roll and will start with Bitcoin, but will not be exclusive to it. Amazon executives are apparently keen to explore payments with other cryptos in the top 10 by market cap. Ethereum, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash will be next in line before they bring out about 8 of the most popular cryptos online, which I would imagine one of those would probably be Litecoin as well. But Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, and Ethereum make total sense, as well as Bitcoin itself. So, huge news coming from Amazon, but it's still a little bit vague. It doesn't necessarily state that they're going to accept Bitcoin, or are they going to use BitPay, or are they just going to launch their own crypto? Now, I've been talking about the corporate crypto for a very long time now. I think since like early 2018, I've speculated that corporations are going to go rampant with their own coins. There's going to be Nike coin, Kellogg's coin, Amazon coin, etc. I think Amazon did actually have a coin for a little while, and then it sort of failed miserably or something like that, but it wasn't a blockchain token, but they called it like Amazon coin or something along those lines, and nobody remembers it, and I don't think anybody used it. But either way, it's better off that corporations make their own coins, their own stable coin, or their own coin in some way that isn't necessarily fungible, because if they make their own coin and then everybody starts selling it, well, that's a big problem for the corporation. They just lost a lot of money. So this is more like corporations making their own coins is more akin to like a gift card where they really make their money. So for example, like Walmart has gift cards and they make a lot of money doing that. So if you buy somebody a $20 gift card, you gave Walmart a guaranteed $20, first of all. So that's a pretty good deal. And second, most people don't actually spend just the exact $20. So somebody might come in and spend $19.90. Well, what are you going to do with that card? Probably just throw it away. It's only 10 cents, right? It's not even worth your time to pull it out again for another transaction. So therefore, they just gained 10 cents on that, maybe minus the cost of manufacturing the cards in bulk, which is probably close to zero. So they just gained free money. But a lot of times, too, you might go there and spend $30 and say, well, I just going to use my $20 gift card, and then I'll only have to pay $10. So it just influenced you to go there and spend more money that was on the card. So therefore, I feel like corporations are more likely going to make their own stable coins that you will use at their specific vendor, or maybe their partners or something like that. And then whatever's left over, you'll have to spend, or you'll have to add more money to get another product, which is just a great idea from a corporate perspective, because if you have $20 that somebody gifted you, you go on Amazon and maybe there's a product you want for $50, so you're going to have to spend more money now to get your product that you wouldn't maybe have otherwise bought before that. So hard to say if they're going to accept Bitcoin directly. I find that relatively unlikely, but it'll be great. One of those things I'd love to be proven wrong on. Moving on to other great news moving the market. Jack Dorsey calls Bitcoin a big part of Twitter's future as a global currency. So Jack Dorsey is known for buying Bitcoin, Square, etc., and talking up Bitcoin, adding the Bitcoin BTC, $BTC thing on Twitter, etc., etc. But now he's really talking about how he wants to integrate more things, and that he's telling shareholders that they need to invest aggressively into Bitcoin. Twitter announced its quarterly earnings Thursday that beat analyst forecasts. During the company's Q2 earnings, CEO Jack Dorsey said that Bitcoin would be a big part of the company's future. Jack Dorsey said during the call, there are 3 trends relevant to Twitter and you, our shareholders: AI, decentralization, and the internet finally having access to a global native currency in Bitcoin. All these will help us do our jobs better, and we intend to lead the way in each. During the QA part of the call, Douglas Anmuth, an analyst of JP Morgan Chase & Company, asked Dorsey how he sees Bitcoin becoming more integrated in Twitter, particularly around some of the newer products like super follows, spaces, and how they can both engagement and monetize Twitter over time. Said, I've been tweeting and talking a lot about Bitcoin, focusing on the use case of the internet having native currency, and that Bitcoin is the best, actually known to be the best candidate for that role. That's what I think we should really focus on. So we were able to move so much faster with products such as super follows, which I don't know what that is exactly. There is a super chat on YouTube. Like when you go live, people can donate to you directly. It's called a super chat, and they can put a little message in it. So they could send you $10 and it'll say like, hey, thanks for the great content or something like that, some kind of message. And that kind of sounds like what that is. Commerce, subscriptions on Twitter, which those aren't a thing yet either. I would imagine it's like, $2.50, $5 a month to follow somebody, and you get like specific subscription only tweets. Might be able to pay that with Bitcoin. Tip jar, which makes total sense as well, is going to be on Twitter. That's something that I figure should have been on Twitter a long time ago. If somebody has a really great tweet, you can tip them some kind of money or something like that. So Twitter really moving into the Bitcoin space as well. They want to do super follows, commerce, subscriptions, tip jars, and using cryptocurrency doing that. So that's another big thing driving the market. Again, I was saying just a few videos back that there's nothing good on the horizon for Bitcoin, and therefore the price is going down. I mean, Tesla unaccepted Bitcoin for their Teslas, and that sort of really started to drive the price down. The Chinese mining FUD really started to drive the price down, and there just wasn't any good news on the market. It's what brought us to 60,000 was PayPal, MicroStrategy, Grayscale, Tesla, everybody buying in, all this great news, and then it sort of just faded away, and then some of that news was literally taken away by Tesla unaccepting Bitcoin for Teslas and for their cars. And I was saying that there's just no good news on the horizon, so we're just going down, down, down. And poof, all of a sudden we got great news on the horizon, and the prices go back up. So cryptocurrency really, really manipulatable with that good news. Once again, the king of manipulation currently. Elon Musk walks back his fossil fuel worries, says Tesla will likely start accepting Bitcoin again. So Tesla CEO Elon Musk said the company will likely start accepting Bitcoin for vehicle purchases again. It looks like Bitcoin is shifting a lot more toward renewables, and a bunch of the heavy-duty coal plants that were being used have been shut down. So we were basically at this same price when Tesla started accepting crypto for their cars, and they also bought about 1.5 billion around this time, and that's what sort of drove us to 60,000, that good hype news, and it's sort of back. Not exactly, may accept, but the hype is still there. I want to do a little bit more due diligence to confirm that the percentage of renewable energy usage is most likely at or above 50%, and that there is a trend toward increasing that number. If so, Tesla will most likely resume accepting Bitcoin. So he wants the energy usage of Bitcoin to be renewable at around 50% or greater, trending towards renewable energy for Bitcoin mining. So that's when he'll reaccept it, because a lot of these corporations don't want to accept Bitcoin right now with the whole woke environmental thing going around. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just it is what it is. And corporations accepting Bitcoin, this monster energy usage, even though there's plenty of other things that use more energy in this world, but whatever. So he backed off on it and tried to create this Bitcoin mining consortium. Well, he didn't try, they did. Along with the CEO of MicroStrategy as well, and a bunch of other people, to get the renewable energy usage at 50% or higher, and then that's when they'll buy back in, and their corporations will look great and nice and woke. So that's all good, and will help the price of our Bitcoin as well. Moving on to news that isn't necessarily raising the price, it's just interesting. Vitalik Buterin joins Stoner Cats, the NFT show. Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, will be part of the cast of Stoner Cats, the TV show related to blockchain and NFTs produced by Mia Kunis. According to reports, the cast of the series is entirely Hollywood, with famous names such as Jane Fonda, Chris Rock, Ashton Kutcher. The addition of Buterin to this cast seems to complete the mission of the animated web series, which aims to strengthen the presence of the crypto world. Specifically, the Ethereum founder will voice the taxidermied cat named Katsington. Could have tried a little harder on that name, but fair enough. But the most surprising thing is that in order to watch this 5-minute episode, viewers must purchase an NFT or non-fungible token. Basically, these NFTs are the digital representation of the artwork related to the show's characters. The price of each NFT is 0.3 Ethereum. 0.35 Ethereum, the equivalent of almost $750. So not only that, as soon as they are made, NFT tickets will also be made. So you have to watch. So for a 5-minute episode, you have to pay 0.35 Ethereum. I don't know about that one. $750, and the price is increasing. So this is actually going to cost probably more by the time this comes out. 0.35 Ethereum for a 5-minute episode. Okay, so I really hope we get to watch the whole series at least for 0.35 Ethereum. Eesh, man, that's harsh. I'd figure maybe an Ethereum NFT that's $5, maybe, and you could watch the entire series for $5, maybe $15. Wow, that's harsh. And even then, I think a lot of people probably wouldn't want to spend their Ethereum on that. Eesh, that's going to be a real tough one. So Vitalik Buterin basically going to be voicing the taxidermied cat named Kensington in this show that's coming up that you have to pay $750 for. Oh my God. Wow. That's the most expensive show of all time, I think, ever made. I seriously don't think. I think you could go to like 6 Broadway shows for $750. Wow. Okay, so good luck on that one. I think it's a little bit overpriced, my friends. Good luck on that one. People are going to be pirating that something pretty fierce. Moving on to CoinMarketCap, or at least back to it. 38,500 Bitcoin. You can see the trend of virtually everything moving up. Bitcoin up 12% today. So it's been up for about 3 or 4 days in a row. Green. Entirely green and constantly rising for about 3 or 4 days because of all this news. Like I said, I talked about this last Friday. This Friday, I'm going to be doing another live stream. It's going to be a very interesting live stream. You guys should be there. I want you to participate in the fun activity that's going to be going on. So Ethereum at 2,300, also rising, so up about $400 or $500. So I think we were at a low of about 1,700 or so, or at least this recent low. So could be up about $600. Everything up something like 10%, 12%, 16%. And the market is just absolutely loving this news. This is what crypto needed at the moment, was good news. I kept saying it for weeks that there was just no good news on the horizon. Maybe we'll have to wait for a rally in the midsummer, which is usually what happens. And here we are with our rally so far. But I still say that there's some bad news on the horizon with the 40% capital gains if that goes through for millionaires, and that might not affect most of the people watching, but the millionaires are what move the stock market and a lot of the crypto industry, big whales purchasing, etc. So that's not going to be good for investing overall. Also, 2023, the Federal Reserve increases their interest rates, and that'll probably be pretty global. I bet a lot of central banks will probably also follow suit after the massive printing that went on with the COVID crisis. And that's not going to be too good. So I think the long-term horizon is good, but not good. So I fully believe that, maybe it might take 10 years, it might take 20 years, who knows, that Bitcoin is going to be at 100,000, maybe one day $1 million or more. So I'm very confident on the price overall increasing over time, but we're going to have a little rough patch, especially 2023 when the rate increases. But for now, great news on the horizon. Amazon to accept some kind of cryptocurrency. It doesn't necessarily say Bitcoin or BitPay or their own cryptocurrency. I would bet on BitPay first to sort of integrate, to sort of start it, and then their own cryptocurrency in some way, shape, or form. Got a crying baby in the background, and I'm going to need to end the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share the video. That helps me out a lot. My social media in the description below. Follow me if you get the opportunity. I gotta go, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and as usual, I'll see you guys next time.